Welcome in, everybody. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick overview of what's going on in the market. First, Bitcoin yesterday hit 30,000, but as we talked about, we had an underneath support of 28,800, and if we weren't able to hold that, we would go back down to the 27,500 range, which we did. Now we pulled up after a quick wick, and we're at 28,960 approximately. The goal this morning is one of two things we need to verify. One, do we get rejected in this area and break back below 28,800 and continue pushing down, and then ultimately break 27,500 to signal a drop to 25,194? Or route number two, we push back up over 30,000 and get a support hold of that structure and start working our way back up. Those are our two choices. Until Bitcoin gets back over 30,000 and holds, it's short-term bearish with the opportunity to get back short-term bullish if we can get over 30,000 and hold. That's our key signal. Anything other than that, if we break 27,500, we're signaling a drop to 25,194. So pay very close attention this morning. As the DXY is back up to 101.60 this morning. So we'll see exactly what's going on there. As to me, it looks like it's on an inverted head and shoulders. Unless it loses that 101.16, this could be big trouble for crypto if that's the case. And then XRP remains under 46 cents. We had a quick spike up yesterday, but right now we sit at about the 0.4572 level. The problem with that is we're well below the 475, and as long as we're below the 475, that constitutes a signal at any given time to a drop down to that 432 level. So we have to pay very, very close attention this morning. Make sure you hit that like button. That's all I ask for all the time I put in. I understand you're on the sidelines, but being on the sidelines, you have a very important job. You have to hit that like button. Share this to somebody who hasn't seen my channel, because enough's enough. Enough of this bullshit with the social media influencers. Every single person you watch, it's disgusting. Now the ones who made terrible calls yesterday are now showing, oh, I make all these people all this money. That's always the thing. When we fuck up on the charts, when we give terrible information on social media, what's their go-to? I've got thousands of people in my Telegram who are making millions of dollars. Bullshit. Bullshit. As you can see on the side, we'll wait for the Dow to come back around, but most of that is nonsense, and it's nonsensical. People are spending a lot of their hard-earned money to get into these telegrams, to get into these trading groups, and yada, yada, yada. It's horseshit. They're all bullshit. Dow futures up 144, the S&P's up 23, NASDAQ's up 135, Russell 2000's up 650. Make sure to hit that motherfucking like button, and I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 9:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, April 27th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So for anybody who's wondering and has asked questions, yes, I did hit my 100th workout yesterday. I've been weight training in my house since 2 weeks before Halloween, and now I just did my 100th weight training workout yesterday, so let that be an inspiration. I broke my back when I was 23. I've got multiple injuries. I'm dealing with multiple things, so you wouldn't expect that I'd be working out. But I have been, and honestly, the muscle definition, the growth and everything, I haven't seen my body look like this as far as muscle definition. And probably, I'll be 40 in December. I probably haven't seen this kind of definition since I was about 31 or 32. So it's a sight for sore eyes, as they would say, but I feel really good about it. So getting back to the charts, Bitcoin's at 28,953. And don't listen to the bullshit of everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Don't listen to the nonsense. We are not in a bull market. This is not a bull market rally. In fact, we're not even bullish right now. Right now, this is a definitive bear market rally. We are short-term bearish for Bitcoin. We are under 30,000. I don't really care what anybody says. I don't care how hard or how loud they're screaming from the rooftops. They're full of shit. I'm just going to flat out tell you. I'm telling you the truth this morning because somebody has to. Somebody has to tell you about the truth of crypto and XRP and Bitcoin and the ISO coins and the Internet of Things coins and what's going on in the digital sphere right now. Everybody just wants you to think we're in a bull market. Because if we're in a bull market, it's the easiest thing for you to do is to buy their shit. If we're in a bull market, you're going to buy their bullshit. Period. Bitcoin, Here's all you need to pay attention to. Tune out the nonsense, otherwise you're going to lose all your money. It's that simple. Bitcoin, right now we're looking to see if we can hold, like we talked about, this 28,800. We'll call it 28,750 because I like to hold it on the support side. It's lower. Now, if we were coming up on resistance, I would say 28,800, but because it's support, I say 27,750. That's just something I do because then I can tell if this is going to be a double bottom or not. And as of right now, we haven't fallen through and held, but if we do break back through this channel, that's a big, big key sign that we're probably going to fall back to 27,496, 27,500. And once we lose that 27,000 on the support side, 480 we'll call it, then we have the ability and the signal to come down to 25,194. Until you see us get on top of this 30,000, we're short-term bearish. Now, we're in a median spot because we're above this channel, which means we're between short-term bearish and the neutral area. So right now we're neutral, even though I believe it's short-term bearish until you get over 30,000. Some could say it's neutral because it's on top of this channel. The moment you fall back in between here and fall below, that's when you become very, very, very bearish and have the ability to signal a big 9% drop in a matter of minutes. So just pay very close attention to that. And if we can get on top of 30,000, we've still got this target up here. If this pattern hasn't run its course, we could come back up to about the 32,800. And as we've come across, the pattern technical target now is up to about 33,300 if we don't break down. Because right now, as I've said, we have a bearish bias and you can't listen to what anybody's saying if they're telling you otherwise. XRP still dangerously below 46 cents and the 475. It really needs to be above this to constitute and not drop even further. The moment we lose that 432 area, it's actually a little bit lower now. We have the 432 and now the 428. If you lose the, well, it's actually a little bit lower because we're way down here. The 427 mark is what's holding you above the breakout of the descending triangle. So basically we're on this last stand of support. We need to get over 475. Otherwise, if we lose the 432 and ultimately the 427, we're back within this descending triangle, and then the technical target's down at about 35 cents. And then if you lose that, it's down to 18.5 cents. So that's how critical this area is right now. You heard me right. XRP could be teetering-tottering if it does break down here to the sub 20 cent level. That's still within the realm of possibility, and that's never changed. It's just we took the painful route up. And that's why I told everybody, you better have a master plan and not buy over 40 cents like me. I advertised it for months, better part of a year, that I will not buy over 40 cents. And there's a reason why. I didn't want anybody to get caught up from 41 to 59 when we're on the verge of coming right back through 40. So there's no reason to buy it when it's over 40 cents. XRP is the most manipulated crypto in the sphere. 1, because of the circulating supply. 2, because of who holds it. And 3, because of how much they can take out of escrow and put back in each and every single month. And the fact that they release more and more into the public. You have to be aware of what's going on with XRP. So pay attention to these levels. Don't say I didn't warn you. And we're going to end this with the DXY. And then I got to go because I'm very busy this morning. If you want to join Tom's Army, if you want to send a donation, if you'd like to send XRP or send some support via Cash App, or you can send a super thanks in the video description below and or pinned comments. That's where you find all that information. And if you want to trade XRP like I do, or if you just want to be able to buy it in the XRP or the USA or your region, I have 2 great options for your crypto purchases. No spot fees on the buy and sell, and you can futures trade up to 250x longing or shorting the market. That's MEXC and or BITGET, and that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. Finally, let's finish this out with a DXY. It's at 101.711. And we've held that critical support on what I believe is an inverted head and shoulders. I think that 101.162 was a key. That's where the right shoulder came down. It came a little bit under what I was talking about. But I made it to where everybody could see it, a smiley face and everything. So if you've been paying attention, that's where I think the inverted head and shoulders is going. Now, if we break that, it looks like a smiley face, but it's really not. Because if it's supposed to be. If it breaks this, that means the inverted head and shoulders failed, and we're going to break under that 100 spot 34, and it's not really a smile anymore, because then we would come all the way down to here and retest doomsday down at 95.50 area. Right now, though, on this inverted head and shoulders, I believe if we continue up, we got to break this 200-day in the immediate short term and the 2 hour at 101.85. Then our first target's 102.605, but I believe we would be trending back up to not 103.675, but 105.30 if this is an inverted head and shoulders. And if that's the case, crypto is going to take a major dump. If not, if this turns around, that means crypto's having a fake out right now. But that's why you have to pay attention to each and every one of the levels that I've given you this morning. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the fuck's the point listening to all these scumbags on YouTube?